Hello, fellow aspirants. Welcome to my channel Knowledge with Rahul. Today's topic will be a continuation of last day's video, and it is based on international institutions and organizations. So let us begin. The first one that we should be covering is the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, also known as OECD. This is basically countries who have high incomes and along with very high human development index. There are a total of 34 countries and the secretariat is based in Paris. We then move on to the group of 7. The G7 is a type of an intergovernmental organization that comprises the countries of France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the United States, United Kingdoms, as well as Canada. It is interesting to note that Japan is the only Asian member of this particular grouping, and neither China nor India are a member of this particular grouping. The recent summit was held in Biarritz, France, and the members meet annually. The next topic is Group of 8 or the G8. Nothing much between the G7 and G8. G8 is when Russia joins this particular grouping of G7, it becomes G8. Russia was included as a member of the G8 grouping in 1998. It is interesting to note also that both G8 and G7 are actually summits. It means that they do not have any sort of a permanent headquarters or a secretariat. Instead, it is the host nation that takes in all responsibilities for hosting the event. Our next topic is Group of 20 or G20. Now, G20 is another intergovernmental organization consisting of the finance ministers as well as the central bank governors. These include a total of 19 countries as well as the European Union. The recent summit was held in Osaka, Japan, and the next summit is supposed to be held in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. India is a member of this organization. So both G7, G8 along with G20, it's very important to note these are only summits. These summits are usually held annually. They do not have any sort of a permanent headquarters or a residency. So these are only, it is the host nation that takes into consideration of hosting the events and takes the role of a particular hoster of that event. We next come to the P5 and 1. This is a very new term that has come in the recent current affairs as well as general knowledge if we are reading. This P5 plus 1 refers to the permanent 5 along with Germany. Now, permanent 5 refers to the permanent 5 countries of the United Nations. We know like China, France, Russia, the US as well as United Kingdoms along with Germany. So why Germany? Firstly, it is important to note the background of P5 plus 1. It was formed in the background in 2006 when the world leaders negotiated with Iran in consideration to its nuclear program. And why Germany? Because Germany is one of the key trading partners of Iran, and most of Iran's nuclear program actually depend upon German products and services. So that is why this plus 1 is in relation to that of Germany's inclusion. We then come to the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, also known as APEC. APEC is an economic group consisting of 21 members that was formed in 1989. It is headquartered in Singapore. Now, this is a sort of a intergovernmental organization per se that helps in promotion of free trade as well as free sustainable practices, usually around countries that is around the areas of the Asian Pacific Rim. So both China, USA as well as other countries like Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Chile, these are all members of this particular organization. Finally, we come to the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Country, OPEC. OPEC is nothing but a type of an oil cartel. These are a group of countries that look into regulating the oil pricing as well as the demands. OPEC was formed by original members that included the likes of Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and Venezuela. As very recently in the starting of 2019, Qatar had quit this organization, and very recently Ecuador has announced that it plans to quit by 2020. The prominence of OPEC has also taken a hitting. Why? After the US has discovered its own oil base due to fracking. So this brings us to an end of this particular topic. Please do not forget to comment on what are the other topics you all like me to cover, and don't also forget to subscribe as well as like as well as share this video so that I can serve you better. Thank you.